Good morning, students. Welcome to 9th standard mathematics. Keep your notebook and pen ready to take notes. In the last session, we have learnt about some algebraic identities and related problems. The algebraic identities are a minus b the whole cube is equal to a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube, and a plus b the whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Also, in the last sessions, we have learnt about the topics expressions, terms, like terms, unlike terms, coefficient, factors, and identity. Let's recall the definition of identity. What is an identity? An identity is an equality which is true for all values of the variable or variables. Today we are going to learn about exercise 3.6. Exercise 3.6 is given in page number 107 in your book. Exercise 3.6, first sum. Factorize the following. Subdivision 1 is x square plus 10x plus 24. We have three terms in this expression. The first term is x square, and the second term is 10x, and then the third term is 24. Here the coefficient of x square is 1 and the coefficient of x is 10 and the constant term is 24. We can solve this expression by splitting the middle term method. What is splitting the middle term? Let's see. Here we can take this coefficient of x as sum. This is sum. And we can take this constant term as product. This is the quadratic equation. X square plus 10x plus 24 is the quadratic equation. Because we have the degree 2 here, so we can say it this is a quadratic equation, and we can take this coefficient of x as sum and the constant term is product. So here we have the product is 24 and take this sum is 10. Write this here. Now we have to identify two numbers. Okay, we have to identify two numbers. That two numbers, if we multiply the two numbers, we will get 24. Okay, if we multiply the two numbers, we should get 24, and if we add that two numbers, we should get 10. So we can identify the two numbers by identifying the factors of 24. Now 1 into 24 is equal to 24. Next possibility is 2 into 12 is equal to 24. Next possibility is 3 into 12 is equal to 24. Next is 4 into 6 is equal to 24. Next 6 into 4 is equal to 24. Next is 8 into 3 is equal to 24. 8 3s are 24 and 12 2s are 24, and then 24 1s are 24. These are the factors of 24. Now we have to identify the two numbers. Okay, if we multiply the two numbers, we should get 24, and if we add the two numbers, we should get 10. Here 1 and 24, 1 plus 24 is 25, but we have 10 here, so this is not the possible numbers. Next is 2 and 12, 2 plus 12 is 14, but we should get 10, but this is also not the possibility. 8 plus 3, 3 plus 8 is 11, this is also not the possibility. And here 4 and 6 we have, 4 plus 6 is 10, we have 10 here, so this is the possibility of the two numbers which we multiply, we will get 24, and adding these two numbers we will get 10, isn't it? So 4 and 6 are the two numbers, 6 and 4 are also the two numbers, 6 plus 4 is 10 and 6 4s are 24. These are not the two numbers. Now we identified, we found the numbers 4 and 6. So write the two numbers here, 4 and 6. Now we found the two number 4 and 6. If we multiply these two numbers, 4 6 are 24, and if we add these two numbers, 4 plus 6 is, we will get 10. Okay. Now we have to solve this quadratic equation by splitting the middle term method. What is splitting the middle term? What is the middle term here in this expression? Which is the middle term? Middle term is 10x. So write the question once again. X square plus 10x plus 24 is the algebraic expression they are given. X square plus 10x plus 24. Which is the middle term here? Middle term is 10x. We have to split this middle term into two terms. How can we split the middle term? 10x can be splitted into 4x and 6x. We found the two numbers, no? 4 and 6. So we use that numbers here. 4x plus 6x. Because 4x plus 6x is 10x. Adding these two numbers, we will get 10 here. So 10x can be splitted into 4x plus 6x. And the constant term, write the constant term as it is. Write the first and last terms as it is, and split the middle term into two terms, 4x and 6x. Okay. Now split this 4 terms into two terms. Take the first two terms and now obtain the common term from these two terms. So common term is x. Here we have x square and we have 4x here. So the common variable is x. Take that variable outside. Now we have 2x here. One can be taken outside. So the remaining is x. X into x, x square, plus, and then here we took x outside. So the remaining term is 4. Write that 4 as it is. So x into x, x square, plus 4 into x, 4x. Now find the common term from this another two terms. So which is the common term? 6 can be taken outside from these two. So 6 can be taken outside. So the remaining is x, plus 24 can be written as 6 4s are 24. We took 6 outside, so we should write 4 here. 6 4s are 24. 6 into x is 6x, plus 6 into 4, 24. I repeat it once again. From this first two terms, we took x outside. So x into x, x square. The remaining is 4. So x into 4, 4x. And the last two terms, from the last two terms, the common number is 6. So take this as outside. 6 into x, 6x. 24 can be written as 6 4s or 6 into 4. So 6 into 4 is 24. Now inside the bracket we should get the same term, same expression. Otherwise your sum will be wrong. So here we have x plus 4 and here also we have x plus 4. Inside the bracket the expression should be same. So x plus 4, take 1x plus 4, write 1x plus 4, and outside the bracket we have x plus 6. Outside the bracket we have x plus 6. This is the answer for the first sum, first subdivision. These are the factors of x square plus 10x plus 24. I repeat it once again. We have to factorize this quadratic equation. We said this as quadratic equation because this equation has degree 2. So this is a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equation by splitting the middle term method. Now we have 3 terms in this equation. The first term is x square and the second one is 10x and the last term is 24. Take this middle term as sum and take this constant term as product. Okay. So write that product number in above 24 and write that sum number 10 is here. Now we have to identify the two numbers. We have to find these two numbers. We have to find. So we have to find these two numbers. If we multiply these two numbers, we should get 24, and if we adding these two numbers, we should get 10, isn't it? So for this, first we have to identify the factors of 24. These are the possible factors of 24. 1 and 24, 2, 12, 3 8s are 4 into 6 and 6 into 4, 8 into 3, 12 into 2 and 24 into 1. Now if we add these two numbers, we should get 10. So from these factors identify the two numbers. So here we found the two numbers are 4 and 6, because if we multiply this 4 and 6, 4 6 are 24, and if we add these two numbers, we will get 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. Now come to this sum, this expression x square plus 10x plus 24. Here the middle term is 10x. So we can split this middle term into two terms. We can split this middle term into two terms by identifying the numbers. So write the first term as it is. First term x square as it is. Write the last term as it is. So now we have to split this middle term 10x into two terms. Okay. So 4x and 6x. 4 and 6. So 4x and 6x. If we add these two numbers, if we add these two numbers, 4x plus 6x is 10x. Now x square plus 4x plus 6x plus 24. Now from the first two terms, we have to take the common variable outside. Here we have x is common in both the terms. So take that x outside, and x into x square plus x into 4, 4x. So from the remaining two terms, we should take 6 outside. So 6 into x is 6x and 6 4s are 24. We should get the same expressions inside the brackets. Otherwise, your sum will be wrong. So here we get x plus 4 and the same x plus 4 here also we got. Now inside the bracket take one x plus 4 and outside the bracket we have x plus 6. So x plus 4 and x plus 6 is the factors for the first sum, first subdivision. Exercise 3.6, first sum, second subdivision. Factorize the following. The second subdivision is z square plus 4z minus 12. We have three terms in this expression. The first term is z square and the second term is 4z and the last term, constant term, is 12. Okay, we can solve this equation by splitting the middle term method. Okay, here take the constant term as product. Take the constant term as product and take that middle term, coefficient of z, as sum. This is the sum and this is the product. Now write the numbers. So product is minus 12 and sum is 4. Okay. Now we have to identify two numbers. If we multiply the two numbers, we should get minus 12. If we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get 4. Why I am saying subtract is, we have negative symbol here, isn't it? So if we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get 24. For that, first we have to identify the factors of 12. So what are the factors of 12? 1 into 12 is 12. Next is 2 into 6. 2 6 are 12. 3 into 4. 3 4s are 12. Next is 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. And then 6 into 2s are 12. The last one is 12 into 1s are 12 ones are 12. Now from this, identify the two numbers. If we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get 4 here. So 1 and 12. If we add these two numbers 1 and 12, we get 13. If we subtract this 12, so this one from 12, we will get 11. Okay, so this is not the possibility. And then 2 and 6. 2 plus 6 is 8, but 6 minus 2 is what? 4. So here 4 we have. So the possibility, this is the correct possibility, 2 and 6. Because 2 6 are 12 and 6 minus 2 is 4. And 3 4 is not the two numbers. 4 and 3 is not the two numbers. 6 and 2 and 6. Both are the correct possibility. So now we found the two numbers 2 and 6. 2 6 are 12, and if we subtract that 2 from the 6, we get 4, but we have minus 12 here. But here we should put the symbol of this number for this greater number. From 2 and 6, which is the greater number? Greater number is 6. Here we have plus 4. So you should put plus symbol here and put minus symbol in the other number. So always put the symbol of this number, okay, for the greater number. Here we have plus. In these two numbers, the greater number is 6. Because we have plus here, put the plus symbol here and then put the negative symbol for the other one. Now check. 2 into 6, 12. Minus into plus, minus. Minus 12. 2 6 are minus 12. And minus 2 plus 6 is plus 4. So subtracting this 2 from the 6, we get 4. Solution. Write that expression as it is. Z square plus 4z minus 12. Now we have to write the first term as it is, z square, and then we have to split this middle term into two terms. So these are the numbers minus 2 and 6. So here we have the variable z in the sum. So we should write minus 2z plus 6z. 4z can be written as minus 2z plus 6z, because 6 minus 2 is 4. 4z. 6z minus 2z is 4z. Minus 12. Now as usual, we have 4 terms here. Split the first 2 terms and identify the common variable. So from this 2 terms, the common variable is z. Take that variable outside. So we have z square, 2 z's in this place. So already 1 z taken outside. So the remaining 1 z minus, in the second term we already took z outside. So the remaining term is minus 2. So z into z square, minus 2 into z, minus 2z, plus from the last 2 terms we will take 6 outside. So remaining is 6. 6 into z, 6z, minus 12 can be written as 6 2. 6 into 2. 6 2s are 12. So 6 already we took outside. So 6 into 2. 6 2s are 12. So plus into minus, minus, 6 2s are 12. Here we have z minus 2 inside the bracket. So write 1 z minus 2 inside the bracket, z minus 2, and outside the bracket we have z plus 6. Outside the bracket we have z plus 6. These are the factors for z square plus 4z minus 12. This is the answer for the first sum, second subdivision. Now exercise 3.6, first sum, third subdivision. Factorize the following. Third subdivision is p square minus 6p minus 16. Now we have to factorize this quadratic equation by the splitting the middle term method. Okay, for that, first we have three terms in this expression. First term is p square, and then the second term is minus 6p, and then the third term is minus 16. Okay, middle term should be taken as the sum. So this is the sum, and the last term, constant term, should be taken as the product. This is the product. Okay, now write 16 and the sum is minus 16. This is product is minus 16 and the sum is minus 6. Write with the symbol. Okay, write the number with that symbol. Okay, now we have to identify the two numbers. If we multiply the two numbers, we should get minus 16. If we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get minus 6. Let's identify the two numbers. Okay, for that we have to identify the factors of 16. So what are the factors of 16? 1 into 16 is 16. 1 16s are 16. Next is 2 into 8. 2 8s are 16. And next one is 4 4s are. 4 into 4 is equal to 16. And then 5 6 7 8. 8 into 2. 8 2s are 16 and 16 into 1 is equal to 16. So from this numbers we have to identify which two numbers are the factors of 16, and the term adding or subtracting the two numbers we should get minus 6. Okay, so 1 into 16, 1 plus 16 is 17, 1 minus 16 is 15. This is not the possibility because we should get 6. So 2 plus 8 is 10, 8 minus 2 is 6, 2 minus 8 is minus 6. If we subtract this 2 from 8, we will get 6. So this is the correct possibilities. Other ones are wrong. Okay, so 2 into 8s are 16. So multiplying these two numbers we will get 16, and subtracting these two numbers we will get 6. So write the two numbers first. 2 and 8 are the two possible numbers which we multiply, we will get 16, and if we subtract these two numbers 2 and 8, we will get 6. Now we have to put the symbol for these two numbers, isn't it? Because here we have minus 16 and here we have minus 6. I already told you the symbol for the greater number. Which is the greater number here? 8 is the greater number. So you should put the symbol of this number for the greater number. So this sum 6 will have minus sign. Which have minus sign here. So for the greater number we should put the minus sign. And for the smaller number we should put plus. So always put the sign of this number for the greater number of these two numbers. Now the two numbers are 2 and 8. 2 8s are 16, plus into minus, minus 16. 2 minus 8 is minus 6, because the bigger number has minus sign, so we should put minus sign. So 2 minus 8 is minus 6. Now the solution is, write that expression once again, p square minus 6p minus 16. Now write that first term as it is p square. We should split the middle term into two terms, isn't it? So the middle term is 6p. So we found the two numbers 2 and minus 8. So write this as 2p plus 2p and minus 8p, and write the last term as it is, minus 16. Write the last term as it is. Now in this 4 terms, we have to split the first 2 terms and identify the common variable. Here p is the common variable in both the terms. Take that p outside. So the remaining is p. So p into p, p square, plus 2 into p, 2p, minus, from these 2 terms minus can be taken outside, and then 8 also can be taken outside. So the remaining variable is p. So from the third term we taken 8 outside, so the remaining variable is p. Write this as here. So 8 into p, 8p, plus, because minus into plus, minus 8. 16 can be written as 8 into 2. 8 2s are 16. So 8 already taken outside. So 8 into 2. Plus into minus. Minus into plus. Minus 8 2s are 16. Now we have p plus 2, p plus 2 inside the bracket. So write 1 p plus 2 inside the bracket, and outside the bracket we have p minus 8. So p plus 2 and p minus 8 are the factors of the expression p square minus 6p minus 16. So p plus 2 into p minus 8 is the answer for the first sum, third subdivision. Exercise 3.6, first sum, fourth subdivision. T square plus 72 minus 17t. We have to factorize this expression, but this algebraic expression is not in the standard form. So first we should write this algebraic expression in standard form. So the standard form is t square, then we should write minus 17t, and then the constant term plus 72. This is the standard form of this algebraic expression, isn't it? First t square, and then t power 1, and then the constant term. Now we have 3 terms in this algebraic expression. You know which is the sum in this expression. Which number is the sum? So 17 is the sum. This is the sum, and this number is product. This number is sum and this number is product. Now write this product number 72 and write that sum is minus 17 here. Okay. Now we have to identify the two numbers. If we multiply the two numbers, we should get plus 72. If we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get minus 17, because we have minus symbol here. So if we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get minus 17. For that, first we have to identify the factors of 72. So 1 into 72 is equal to 72. Next is 2 into 36 is equal to 72. Next, 3 into 24 is equal to 72. And then 4 into 18 is equal to 72. And then 6 into 12 is equal to 72. 6 12s are 72. And then 8 into 9 is equal to 72. Next is 9 into 8 is equal to 72. Similarly, what will we write? 9 into 8, and then 12 into 6. 12 6 are 72. 18 into 4 is equal to 72. 24 into 3 is equal to 72, and then 36 into 2 is equal to 72, and then last number is 72 into 1 is equal to 72. These are the factors of 72. From this numbers we have to identify the two numbers. If we add or subtract the two numbers, we should get 17. So 72 plus 1 is 73, and 72 minus 1 is 71. This is not the possible numbers. 2 into 36 is also not the possible one, and this is also not the possible one. 18 plus 4 is 22. 18 minus 4 is 14. This is also not the possible number. And 12 into 6 into 12 is also not the possible numbers. Here 8 plus 9. 8 plus 9 is 17, and 8 9s are 17. This is the correct number that we multiply, we will get 72. If we add these two numbers, we will get 17. So others are the not the possible numbers. Others are not the possible numbers. Now the numbers are 8 and 9. 8 and 9 are the two numbers which we multiply, we will get 8 9s are 72, and adding these two numbers we will get 17 minus 17. So we have to identify the greater number from these two numbers. The greater number is 9. So 9 is the greater number. We should put the sign of this number. The sign of this number is minus. So we should put minus symbol in the greater number. Isn't it? Now check. 8 into 9. 8 9s are 72. But here we have plus 72. In the product we have plus 72. So in both the numbers we should write minus, because we have plus in the product. Okay, so minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus, 8 9s are 72. Adding these two numbers minus 8 and minus 9, we will get minus 17. So in this case we should put negative symbol for both the numbers. Now t square, which is equal to t square. Now split the middle term into two terms. So 8 and 9 are the two terms. Minus 8 and minus 9 are the two terms. So write minus 8t and minus 9t plus 72. Now split the first two terms. Identify the common term from these two terms. The common variable is t. So the remaining one is t minus 8. T into t, t square. 8 into t, 8t. Minus, from the last two terms, the common number is 9. Take that 9 outside. Now we have 10 t here. So 9 into t, 9t. Minus, put minus symbol, because minus into minus plus. 72 can be written as 9 8s are 70. 9 already taken outside. So the remaining number is 8. 9 into 8, 72. Minus into minus plus, 9 8s are 72. So inside the bracket we have t minus 8 and t minus 8. So write 1 t minus 8 inside the bracket, and outside the bracket we have t minus 9. These are the factors of the expression t square plus 72 minus 17t. T square minus 17t plus 72. This is the answer for the first sum, fourth subdivision. Exercise 3.6. First sum, fifth subdivision. Factorize the following. Fifth subdivision is y square minus 16y minus 80. So this is the quadratic equation, because we have the degree 2 here in this expression. We have 3 terms in this expression, and we should take the middle term as sum and the constant term as product. So 16 is the sum and this 80 is the product. Now write this product minus 80 and the middle term, write that middle term here minus 16. Now we have to identify the two numbers. If we multiply the two numbers, we should get minus 80, and if we add or subtract the two numbers, you should get minus 16. So clearly the two numbers are 4 and 20. If we multiply these two numbers, 4 into 20, 80, and if we subtract this 4 from 20, we will get 16. Now you should put the symbol of this number for the greater number. From this two numbers 4 and 20, the greater number is 20. So here in the sum, in the place of sum, the sum symbol is minus, negative symbol. So you should put negative symbol for the greater number and the positive symbol for the another number. Now 4 into 20, plus into minus, minus 4 into 20 is 80, minus 80, and minus 20 plus 4 is minus 16. Now the solution is y square minus 16y minus 80. Write that sum as it is. This is in the standard form. Now we have to split the middle term into two terms. So write the first term as it is, and the middle term can be splitted into two terms, that is plus 4 and minus 20. So plus 4y minus 16y can be written as plus 4y and minus 20y, plus 4y and minus 20y, and write that last term as it is. Now split the middle term into two terms. Split the first two terms and last two terms. Now from the first two terms, which is the common variable? The common variable is y. So y should be taken outside. So the remaining is y. Y into y, y square, plus from the second term 4y, y already taken outside. So the remaining is 4. Write that 4 here. So from this two terms, minus negative symbol is common as both the terms. So take that negative symbol outside, and 20 also can be taken outside. Now minus 20 into y is minus 25. Here we should put the positive because minus into plus minus. 80 can be written as 20 into 4. So 20 into 4, minus 20 into 4 is minus 80. So inside the bracket we have y plus 4, y plus 4. So write 1 y plus 4, and then outside the bracket we have y minus 20. So these are the factors of y square minus 16y minus 80. So y plus 4 and y minus 20 is the answer for the first sum, fifth subdivision. Exercise 3.6. First sum, fifth subdivision. Factorize the following. Fifth subdivision is y square minus 16y minus 80. So this is the quadratic equation because we have the degree 2 here in this expression. We have three terms in this expression, and we should take the middle term as sum and the constant term as product. So 16 is the sum and this 80 is the product. Now write this product minus 80 and the middle term, write that middle term here minus 16. Now we have to identify the two numbers. If we multiply the two numbers, we should get minus 80, and if we add or subtract the two numbers, you should get minus 16. So clearly the two numbers are 4 and 20. If we multiply these two numbers, 4 into 20, 80, and if we subtract this 4 from 20, we will get 16. Now you should put the symbol of this number for the greater number. From this two numbers 4 and 20, the greater number is 20. So here in the sum, in the place of sum, the some symbol is minus, negative symbol. So you should put negative symbol for the greater number and the positive symbol for the another number. Now 4 into 20, plus into minus minus, 4 into 20 is 80, minus 80, and minus 20 plus 4 is minus 16. Now the solution is y square minus 16y minus 80. Write that sum as it is. This is in the standard form. Now we have to split the middle term into two terms. So write the first term as it is, and the middle term can be splitted into two terms, that is plus 4 and minus 20. So plus 4y minus 16y can be written as plus 4y and minus 20y, plus 4y and minus 20y, and write that last term as it is. Now split the middle term into two terms. Split the first two terms and last two terms. Now from the first two terms, which is the common variable? The common variable is y. So y should be taken outside. So the remaining is y. Y into y square, plus from the second term 4y, y already taken outside. So the remaining is 4. Write that 4 here. So from this two terms, minus negative symbol is common as both the terms. So take that negative symbol outside, and 20 also can be taken outside. Now minus 20 into y is minus 25. Here we should put the positive because minus into plus minus. 80 can be written as 20 into 4. So 20 into 4. Minus 20 into 4 is minus 80. So inside the bracket we have y plus 4, y plus 4. So write 1 y plus 4, and then outside the bracket we have y minus 20. So these are the factors of y square minus 16y minus 80. So y plus 4 and y minus 20 is the answer for the first sum, fifth subdivision. Next is example sum in exercise 3.6. The given quadratic equation is x square plus 5x plus 6. Now we have to factorize this equation by splitting the middle term method. So clearly here the product is 6. Product is 6 and the sum is 5, isn't it? Now we have to identify the two numbers. If we multiply the two numbers, we should get 6, and if we add the two numbers, we should get 5. Identify the two numbers. Yeah, very good. The two numbers are 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 3 and 2. Both are correct. So 2 3s are 6, and adding these two numbers, 2 plus 3 is 5. We will get 5 here. So in the place of this number we have plus symbol. So in this two numbers the greater number is 3, so put plus symbol, and here also put the plus symbol because both the numbers are in positive sign. So 2 3s are 6, 2 plus 3 is 5. Now write that question x square plus 5x plus 6 as it is. Now we have to split the middle term into two terms. So x square plus 5x can be splitted into 2x and 3x. 2x plus 3x, and the last term is 6. Now from the first two terms, which is the common variable is x. So x can be taken outside, x plus 2, remaining is x plus 2, and from the last two terms the common number is 3. Take that outside. 3 into x is 3x plus 6 can be written as 3 into 2. So 3 taken outside. So 3 into 2 6. 3 2s are 6. Now inside the bracket we have x plus 2 and x plus 2. So write 1x plus 2 and outside the bracket we have x plus 3. So x plus 2 and x plus 3 are the factors of the expression x square plus 5x plus 6. So this will come in 10th standard also. This is very important sum. This model of factorization will come in 10th standard also. Students, these are the homework sums for you. Practice these sums in your notebook and submit it when school reopens. And if you have any doubt in this, it will be clarified when school reopens and as well as in the Google Meet class. Using the following link, you can get more details relative to the topic.